Banner Knowledge Bowling and Steve here, and I'm bringing you the next Pro Tip Tuesday. But before we get started, you're not a subscriber, please do so. Hit that bell icon. That way you'll know when videos like these are released. You know, this next topic is, I think, very important because a lot of people might have goals and they want to improve, but they're not focused. And if you don't have a plan, then it's hard to achieve your goal. And a goal without a plan is just a dream. So we want to plan our work, and then we want to work our plan. So what does all that mean? Maybe you have a goal of wanting to average 200 for the first time. Or maybe it's to cash in a local tournament, maybe make the cut, make it into match play, or win. And what we need to do is we need to figure out what's going on currently so that we can work on that in our practice session. So the next time that we're in that situation, we're going to have practiced it and we're going to be able to overcome. So here's what I'm talking about. A lot of people, and you've seen this, they download some apps on their phone and they track everything they do with their game. And there's lots of different apps out there, but you know, they can put down the lanes that they were bowling on, the type of equipment that they were using, the spares that they left and converted or missed. So they're going to have spare percentages. And maybe you find out that your spare game is lacking a little bit. So now we have a reason why we're not reaching our average goal, and we can see the spares, and now we can put a plan into place, that plan, so that we can make our spares, and that will help us achieve our goal. And it could be in your leagues, for example, when you're tracking that, you might find that a particular pair you don't score as high on. And maybe it could be 1,000 reasons, but maybe the topography is a little different on that pair, and maybe it's just the right lane. Maybe the left lane, your strike percentage is good, but the other lane is giving you some trouble. By having that knowledge, now you know, maybe I got to attack this lane a little differently. Maybe I need a different line or a different core cover combination because of the way that the ball travels down the lane and goes through the pins, so that I can carry some more. You got to have a plan, and then you got to practice that plan. And I think that's the key. A lot of people who sometimes are seeking out coaching or advice, or that, you know, I always ask them, what's your goal? And they say, well, I want to get better, or I want to do, and those are great goals. Those are goals that are up here. What we need to do is we need to figure out, why aren't we here? So we need to kind of cut that down. We need to focus in on the areas that we can control. Maybe it's spare shooting. Maybe it's learning your equipment and when to use what, given the conditions that you're facing and how those conditions are changing during the tournament. Maybe it's understanding how to release the ball differently so that you can have different rolls so that we can get a higher carry percentage. And again, maybe it's simply increasing the spare percentage make so that we can get those pins that we need that keep us from just missing the cash line to getting inside that number. How do you practice? How do you figure out what you need in your game to improve on, so that the next time you go out on the lanes to compete, whether league or tournament, that you can be the best that you can be? Put them in the comments below and we'll chat about it. Thanks a lot.